Chad Colby's look at agriculture technology comes your way next, brought to you by the IBM Watson Decision Platform. Combining AI with Internet of Things data to help agribusiness increase yields, improve quality, and drive sustainability.
Have you seen the video of airplanes being refueled in the air, where members of our Air Force are connecting planes, a tanker putting fuel into a jet? Well, there's a version of this for agriculture now, to get those crop inputs into the planter, to keep that planter going. Chad Colby has a look at that this week.
You know, I love to talk about productivity on the farm, and especially with the high cost of our equipment nowadays, anything you can do to boost productivity is a big deal. One of the challenges has always been with the planter is we stop a lot, and maybe that's to load seed, maybe it's to load nitrogen or starter or other products you might be putting on during the planting process. And on the Wade farms, I can tell you they're no different. In the past, they've had mounted saddle tanks, they've pulled carts, but this year, Jacob went a completely different route, and he purchased a 360 Sprint system from 360 Yield Center. You can see it right here. Essentially what it is, it's a modified side-by-side or UTV with a docking system, as you can see. It's got a 2-inch coupler that's all automated. It's got a 300-gallon tank. There's a Honda engine back there somewhere underneath. There's a control panel inside. Of course, you've got the couplers that mount on your planter. Jacob's got 2 tanks on his planter. One's 750 gallon and one is 400. One is for starter, one is for nitrogen. Again, in the past, he had all kinds of tanks, but the reality is when he's putting on 25 gallons of nitrogen an acre, you got to fill up quite a bit. We're talking about 5 to 6 times an hour, and with a planter of that size, 60 foot wide, you're covering a lot of acres. So anything you can do to keep that thing moving is a big deal. When I sat in the side-by-side, I can tell you the process was super easy. Jacob did inform me he's got several of his guys that can run that thing without any trouble. It's worked great all season. And I think any time that you can use technology like this to really make a big change or boost that productivity, that's a big deal. If you go to the 360 Yield Center's website, they've got an innovative ROI calculator, and you can put the numbers in yourself. And let me tell you, add an extra 2 or 3 hours of planning time to a 60-foot toolbar like that, that is definitely a win.
As is the case with the pilots up in the air, I would think with that support vehicle there, the operator has to stay very alert to keep pace with that unit in front of him or her.